Your voice is whack.
Face is whack.
Not this face.
Not this face.
Anyway.
Now that I got to yell on every show now, asshole.
Talk about my face. Girls love this face.
Okay. Exactly. That look and everything right there.
She's definitely not in the room.
Talking
it does bring me to a new word that I love. It's my new favorite word.
This have to do this another joke.
It is.
No, it's like you're talking about girl like my face, and it's like girls love my face. And it's like it made me think like I got a new word that I like. It's drool. It's my new word. It just rolls off the tongue.
No, it doesn't.
Fucking stupid. Oh, I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah.
I knew.
But doesn't it don't it drip whatever. More like
exactly.
slides.
Don't try to figure it out. Don't try to figure it out.
I'm just gonna do the science of it. I was like, wait a minute.
You weren't even ready for that one.
I feel like I was, but then I wasn't. I don't know.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I know it's really inappropriate.
No. Stop.
It's really inappropriate for a guy, like for people to say dad jokes that aren't dads.
That ain't got nothing to do with it. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
It's very faux pas.
Stop it, man. Stop.
I told him not to do it.
I'm trying to clean my glasses and shit. And this man is.
I hate you.
Chill.
And then Dave's like, I hate you.
I'm telling you, thank you. I'm glad she agrees. Damn it.
She came back in here to get her drink. She just happened to hear that one.
It's very faux
and she just stopped and looked at me like,
son of a. Oh, damn. Bastard.
Hey, y'all remember that joke I told? Is that joke I told y'all about? Dang it, what was it?
Oh, I popped my neck. Didn't mean to do that, but it felt good.
What? Was it one that you told on the phone?
No, I told y'all. What was it?
You know what I'm saying? Did you tell it on the phone? Like, were we on the phone when you told it, or were we on here?
No, I could have swore it was on here.
You need to change your name.
Who? Oh, him. Okay.
Yeah, him.
Yeah. Y'all remember is a joke I told about my spine. It's about a week back.
I have no idea. So many of them.
I instantly got that one. You suck. You
suck. Week back. Oh, you stupid. That was the longest setup, though. That was a very long setup.
It was.
I had to throw y'all off.
It was.
I had to throw you off. Had to throw you off percent.
Ladies,
I found a treasure trove of them. Hey, what streets do ghosts haunt?
What streets do ghosts haunt? Is that what you said?
Yeah, which ones do they haunt? Dead ends.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that is a dad joke. That is totally.
That is a big dad joke.
That is the epitome of a dad joke.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Hey, Mingo, this one's for you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you tell actors to break their leg?
Why?
Because every play has a cast.
Fucking.
That's so stupid. It's true,
Hey,
but it's so
okay,
stupid.
I'm gonna test the theory real quick. Hold on. Kilana, hey, what kind of streets do ghosts haunt? Dead ends. See, that joke. You know what she said? She's like, oh my God.
Oh my God. She said, oh my God. She's like, oh my God. How old is she?
All right.
13, 12.
Yep. That's how you know they're like, no, please don't ever say it again. Yeah.
Yeah, and she instantly was like, oh my God.
Last one.
No, it ain't.
What did the little mountain say to the bigger mountain?
Move, get out the way. I'm playing. I don't know.
Hi, Cliff.
High Cliff? Is that what you said?
Yes, that's exactly what he said. That's exactly what he just said. That's exactly what he said. He said, I like that one too.
I'm gonna tell that one. I'm gonna tell that one too.
I'm gonna tell that one too.
I'm gonna save that one though. I'm gonna wait till we get off here and tell them that one.
And I'm done.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.
Welcome back.
It's morphin'. I'm sorry.
It is? It's morphin'?
That was morphin' time.
Forgot my.
Oh, that was great.
Forgot my morphin'. Well, welcome back. This is episode 26.
26.
Yeah.
26.
Getting up there. We're gonna keep them rolling.
30 is coming.
Yeah, see, we already was 21, so we was able to drink. And then we was 25, so we was actually able, I think, to get what was it, like a certain amount of insurance, or no, you was able to buy a home.
Insurance. It's
cheaper insurance, and you're able to buy a home, I think, at 25 or something like that.
Yeah,
so
there's
30,
that
then we're gonna get, 30, then we might get married or something. I don't know. We'll let y'all know.
You're depressing me. Yeah.
Your insurance was not depressing, sir. I was excited.
Tell your news.
What'd you say?
Tell them your news, man.
Tell them your news about depression. No, but seriously, we need to talk about some things that are very depressing.
No.
So what we're gonna talk about is we're gonna start with some, I heard of WandaVision, or and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some cyborgness, and then we're gonna talk about something that's really cute. So I know you're probably confused about this whole thing. So
I'm very confused.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start. All right. So if you know Elizabeth Olsen from she plays Wanda on WandaVision, and she also played Scarlet Witch on the Avengers. She this is actually a little bit of old news, but for the ones who don't know, she quit social media. She quit social media because week back, Chadwick Boseman died, and after he died or whatever, people was putting up tributes. You saw him all over the social media everywhere. You saw him on the news. You saw everywhere. People put up tributes just here and there, friends, family, or whatnot. She did not put a tribute of any kind on her, I think her Instagram page or Twitter page. I want to say Instagram page. And fans went nuts. They pretty much cyberbullied her. They went on there and type tag, calling her all kinds of things that I will not say on this channel. And they abused the mess out of her. And pretty much was telling her that she was not a true friend of his. How could she not put any tribute up or say anything about him? So she deactivated her page. And to her defense, I'm not sure if she said this or her spokespeople, but she doesn't really do social media like that. If the last time she posted, before the last post that she did post was like in March, and then before that was like way almost a year or two ago. So she doesn't really do social media like that. She's not a big social media girl. So for the fans to just attack her like that without even knowing context is really bad. So and as you see where this whole news thing is going, it's pretty much about how these different things of of how people are being attacked or different things in the media that are very scary or crucial. And that's what happened to her. So wanted to say, what do you guys think about that in the comments? Her against should she have maybe been more attentive on social media, or since we don't know what she did, maybe she visited his family or whatnot. Should she have said anything, or what? So you guys let us know in the comments. I'll move on to the next story. The next story we want to talk about is Cyborg, which is Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher is in some deep issues, trouble with Warner Media. As you guys know, he came out and he said, look, Josh, he said, the guy that did Serenity and Buffy Vampire Slayer, I forgot his name. I want to say, what's his name? Josh Whedon. There we go. Josh Whedon, who took the helm over from Zack Snyder for Justice League. Ray Fisher said that this guy was just a total asshole to him. He was just horrible to him, and he treated him really bad, and it was very abusive. So Warner Media went in, or Warner Brothers, from Ray Fisher's point of view, went into an investigation and said, hey, we're going to investigate this, and we're going to we're going to get a rep. The problem is that Warner Media is saying that, hey, we sent the rep out, but Ray Fisher hasn't responded to the rep, so we can't do the investigation. Ray came on to Twitter and he says, no, that's not true. I did talk to the guy. I talked to the investigator, but I didn't believe that the investigator was a third party. I believe that there was somebody that was directly under them that was trying to dig or find dirt on him. So he suggested that they have a third party that comes in to do a true investigation, or he won't speak to them, speak to the investigation or go forth with the investigation. Because he said if they're going to have their people, he's going to have his people, unless they bring a third party. Warner Brothers and Warner Media both are saying that they sent out a third party. He just doesn't want to talk to him. Again, it's a lot of back and forth. Ray is saying, no, that guy was not third party. He's still a part of them. He's not somebody from a third party, so he's not speaking. And he hasn't yet really spoken up anymore about it. It's just a back and forth ongoing. And this is the reason why this is a big thing now, is because they have approached him with reprising his Cyborg character for the new Flash movie that's coming out. And he wants to do it, but he feels like there needs to be they need to address what happened with Josh Whedon, because that was under their tutelage. And also they need to change a lot of the things going on with Cyborg's character, which Josh Whedon changed, which made him more friendly and happy, kind of like the Teen Titans Go version instead of the original Teen Titans cartoon, if you know that. So he's more like booyah instead of more gritty, which was Zack Snyder wanted, and also what Ray wanted. So until that happens, there's going to be a lot of back and forth. Also, Jason Momoa, I messed his name up. I'm sorry, dude. Please do not punch me in the face. Please, you're a big guy. He's a big, punch me in the face. I mean, man, please don't. Anyway.
They probably just slap you on the ass, Michael.
Yeah, like he did.
Shout out Michael Fox.
Michael Fox. That's a good story. Maybe we'll tell you guys about that one day. But he put out a Twitter post, well, a hashtag that says "I'm with Ray Fisher" or something like that. So he's pretty much showing that he's on his side, and he's the first out of all the other cast members. No one else has came out and said that they're with him or against him. So we just have to see. He's the only one that's came out and said, "Hey, I'm on his side, 100%," and that's all he put. So this thing is just an ongoing thing. And last but not least, I know I said the Cuties thing. I'm going to go in more in depth. Some of you guys probably already know what I'm talking about. There's a thing going around talking about cancel Netflix. And the reason why people have heard this before, they tried to cancel Netflix before, when Netflix, Republicans tried to cancel them, when they signed a deal with the Obamas. And then, of course, people who were with Marvel, with Jessica Jones and all them, wanted to cancel Netflix because those shows got canceled. None of those stuck. But the reason why this is a big issue now is that there's this new French show called Cuties, which is about the sexualization of girls from like the age of like 11 or to 14, and even younger than that. They're showing how it's horrible for girls, especially girls of color, to be sexualized, and how people kind of do a double standard saying, oh, they should be innocent, but we want them to dress skimpy for talent shows or cheerleading or whatnot, and it came out I think a year or so ago, and it won a lot of awards and everything else, and everything was great. So it's kind of wondering, so why is this now causing Netflix to have a cancellation? Well, it's because Netflix, with their marketing, decided to take a part of the movie, I believe it's part of the movie, and show the girls in skimpy outfits, like posing like very sexual and stuff, and then they put, for the premise of the caps and titles, girls going after twerking or something like that, and the social media just went nuts and cut up Netflix, and the reason why is because QAnon and others are like, see, all this stuff is saying that sex trafficking and everything else, Netflix is showing that it's true, and it's like, no. So Netflix took the poster down and said, we're sorry, we didn't mean to, we shouldn't have put the poster up like that. We shouldn't have put the caption up like that. This is the original captioning from the movie when it came out and such and such. So now it's like Netflix kind of put themselves in a hole, because now people are writing petitions and they want Netflix canceled. I'm sure they're not going to be canceled, but when you're doing stuff like that, you really got to be careful. So that's my news. Netflix is in a bit of trouble. Ray Fisher and Warner Brothers, and then, as you see, Elizabeth Olsen. So, I mean, there you go, guys. I know it's pretty grim for entertainment, but there you go.
But, okay, and I'll be quick. Number one, Elizabeth Olsen. Let me first say, it's super easy to be a tough guy behind a damn keyboard. Let me first of all say that. That shit pisses me off. I see it all the time. I'm fixing to rant a little bit. You don't know how people react to things like that, especially the people they probably are close with. You know, you got to think, these people shot multiple movies together.
Yeah,
they spent a lot of time together. She may not want to post. Like I said, she's not really a social media person, and she may not want to post anything. You know, everybody deals with grief differently. And for people to attack her because she didn't put a damn post on there because this man died. I mean, seriously? We don't know. She could have called his family. She could have went directly to his family. We don't know what she did. Nobody knows what she did. And to sit there and call her names, I saw all of that, by the way. I saw what you were talking about. I saw all that stuff when they did that. And like I said, you know, it takes it's a real big person to get behind a keyboard and talk shit. You know, it's sad. And we live in that kind of world too. You know, there are super tough guys behind keyboards. I see that shit every day on Facebook. And, you know, I know it's on Twitter and everywhere else. And it's sad that it's like that, you know. I can't blame her for canceling, because nobody wants to see that bullshit. It's like, come on, you know, you can sit there and do all that, but if somebody really got in your shit, you wouldn't know what to do. Like, honestly, I feel like that. Like, there's no reason to sit there and play tough guy behind a keyboard. So, you know, that's my opinion on that. As far as I'm not going to touch the Ray Fisher thing, because there's a lot to that. There's a lot to that, and depending on what was said, I wasn't there for what was said, and I don't know what Joss Whedon may or may not said, and how it might have been offensive. So, as far as his character, I'm anti making him Teen Titans Go. Let me just say that. Don't do that. Don't do that for the movies. That's silly. Teen Titans Go has a place, and it needs to stay there.
No.
Okay.
Well,
it don't have a place at all.
Snake says it does not have a place. It does.
At all.
There are little kids that like that shit. It has
really
a place,
good.
but it's not.
No, it ain't.
It's good in its own right. I've watched some Teen Titans Go, and I understand why kids like it.
It's horrible.
I understand why kids like it. You could think
you're
over 30, motherfucker. You ain't
there was like nothing wrong with the original.
But you are not supposed to like Teen Titans Go. You're over 30. You're not.
Nobody's supposed to like. Why would I want my kids to watch that?
Because little kids like that shit.
Why would I want that? That's
little kids like it.
No,
they like it. They like Beast Boy. They love Beast Boy like that. They like
watch the original.
Jackass.
They can
like
watch
that
the
show.
Original.
They don't want to watch the original.
Yes, they
it's
do.
Just how it is. In your mind, they should watch
they want to watch the original.
Agree.
And the only reason they watch that crap is because it's pushed out.
I ain't gonna argue with you about it, because you are hell bent on the original, and I get it. I like the original
because the original was awesome.
It was.
And there was nothing wrong with it.
It was. Teen Titans Go has a place. It's not in the movie.
Teen Titans Go does have no place at all.
Teen Titans Go has its place, and it's just not in the movie.
No place.
I'm done arguing with him about it. You Anyway, so I'm not gonna mess with that. Other than just don't change Cyborg to that. I agree with that. Don't do that. But because you made me lose complete train of thought arguing with you about
Netflix.
stupid Netflix. You know, they shouldn't have put up the poster maybe of the kids because they're kids. But I'm trying to figure out what exactly do people want. They want attention brought to children, and somebody finally made a documentary or a show that depicting like what is happening and showing that this is wrong, and this is what is happening to kids, and now everybody's pissed off about it. It's like, how many times on Facebook do you see where somebody's like, "Save the children." Save the children, save the children, save the children, stop this, stop that. And then somebody does something to like bring attention, like, look, not only is it this happening, but then there's this, and we dress our kids up like this, and you do this. My kids they've done the Juneteenth pageant, like 2 of them. No, one of them. She's done it. And I guarantee you, I monitor everything that happens. There's no skimpy outfits. There's none of that shit, because I don't like that. And I'm not a huge fan of pageants because not every kid reacts the same in the pageants. And it can destroy kids' confidence when they don't win.
One thing that the pageant thing, right?
Yeah.
I get that they have the little, like Honey Boo Boo pageants and stuff,
Yeah,
or like the
It's
little kid,
Little Miss, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Why do they have to do this, like the swimsuit?
They don't, and I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like,
they don't. That's too far.
Yeah, that's like.
Now look.
Why is this little?
Look, let me explain something. In the Miss Juneteenth pageant here, I mean, you've lived here before, Tyler. I'm sure you've seen.
Yeah.
They have a Miss Juneteenth pageant here. There is a swimsuit part of it, but it is nowhere near. It is not like you see when you look at that
Still,
stuff.
like, I don't think that there should. I don't think that one should be a thing at all.
Well,
like,
it's not, but they're not up there in 2 pieces like you see these little kids up there.
That's what I'm saying. Even if they're in a single one piece, I don't care if they got a full body. They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I can agree with that. I don't think it's necessary
because they're little kids. Like when they grow up, like if they do like like Miss America, like when they're older and stuff, maybe.
Yeah. I can get on board with that. I don't think it's
right now. Like you should do some kid stuff. Why am I watching these kids walk around?
Yeah, if you 7 years old on stage in a 2-piece, that's bullshit.
Yeah, well,
that's the way I feel about it.
But like I said, that whole section, swimsuit section.
No, I mean, I'm just using the 2-piece example. I mean, 7 years old in a swimsuit period is wrong. Yeah. But it trips me out. People in general, it kind of, and I don't want to get too long-winded on this because this is about nerdy stuff, but people trip me out because they are upset about this kind of stuff. Like we're sitting here talking about it now, but then they, again, documentary depicting what happens, it's showing you like this is wrong and this is what happens. Some of y'all might not understand that this is what happens, and then people are pissed off. And it's like, what exactly the hell do y'all want? Like, you either want to know or you don't. You either choose to know or you choose to ignore. Mm-hmm. Now you're mad at Netflix because they allowed a documentary showing this terrible shit that you really need to understand happens.
Yeah.
And you're pissed off about it. You want to cancel Netflix now. What the fuck?
Pisses me off is they get mad at this, but all the other documentaries that are on Netflix, they show way worse shit.
There's some shit. You are right.
And you want to get mad at this?
Yes, this is bringing awareness to a fucking problem, and
and most of the other documentaries bring awareness to problems and stuff, but you don't want to get mad at them for that.
It's cancel culture, man. It's something you attack something that they feel like shouldn't be attacked, then they turn around and cancel it. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I had, bro. I'm sorry.
Karen's.
Opinions.
Karen's. Well, guys, there you go. I'm sorry that was a little grim this week, but we're going to talk about some stuff that isn't so grim unless a certain, some company doesn't come with the fireworks, because they don't come with the fireworks, they might as well just, go dig themselves a hole into a grave and just go bury themselves. And I'm sad because I like them. I am pro that country. That country? What am I saying? Pro that console, that company. So I'm gonna give it to Hammer because I don't know what I'm saying. So
I don't know what you're saying either. I was
Listen,
like, what the?
I know exactly what he's saying. I mean, let me start this whole conversation off by saying this. PlayStation, you better get off your ass. Sony, they own your neck. I'm sure everybody's seen, everybody's heard, there's a $300 Xbox that is going to be released. Listen, if Sony drops the ball on this, they would have lost in the beginning. They have time. They're a step ahead since Halo is delayed. Well, they were until price drop. And if one of those PlayStations is not, if they don't undercut Xbox on something, they will have lost at launch. Without Xbox having its biggest launch title in Halo at launch.
Wow.
And it's interesting because that the digital console, it's 60% smaller. They're calling it the Xbox Series S, and it's 60% smaller. It's all digital. Still has a solid state hard drive, a little bit of a smaller hard drive, but it does everything the X does, just in a smaller package and without a disc drive.
Me.
Yeah.
It's me.
See, look at the guns. It's a gun show. Anyway.
Yeah, see, it's me.
No, but I saw that and I was just like, man, listen, you $300 for a console, like, to be fair, it's appealing to me to get the digital one because I got to a point where I download 98% of the games I have. Like, I have a few that I purchased on recently, but most everything has been, I get on my phone and download it, and then downloads on my Xbox, and I have it when I get home. Like, there's no reason for me to really go buy this game anymore. So it's appealing for me for this $300 console. On top of that, I plug a hard drive into my Xbox regardless. So and you can get a 4 terabyte hard drive for like $100.
Wow.
I'm paying $300 for a console. I don't mind going to spend $100 for a hard drive, which I don't have to because I have one. Slap that bad boy on there. I'm good. I got 4 terabytes plus whatever the hard drive already exists on there. And the one on the Xbox is solid state, so everything moves fast. Same ray tracing, same everything. $300. Listen, like I said, Sony, you better do something, because they just walked in, they just kicked the door in, gave out the price, and dropped the mic, walked out. I'm talking about like dropped mic, left. There has to be an undercut. I'm gonna get y'all's opinions, but I think there has to be an undercut. And even the X is what, 400 or no 300 for the small one, and 500 for the X. 500 for the X, which we talked about in the past. I said about $500-600 for it, and that's still good. And I think the regular PlayStation 5 will be about $500. I think they should probably go $450 to be fair, just because of the smaller console being $300. I think they should go $50 on the big one. That's just me. You got the launch titles, and people will buy more games if you go $450 on the big one at launch. Get y'all's opinion on it. I mean, I think Xbox just like punched them dead in the throat, honestly.
The slim one actually looks pretty cool too.
Okay, they both still ugly.
Wait.
Let me be clear about that. I meant to say that
It
is
kind
ugly
of
shit still, but
Huh?
it's I meant to say that too. The motherfucker's ugly. It's still ugly. It's ugly.
I mean, it's
What is that
it's better
brown-
than it's
that
better than a
circle?
big box.
But what's that black circle on the side? Like,
It's like a speaker.
yeah,
Yeah,
like a damn
little
boom
circle,
box.
but
It's
still,
ugly.
like,
But I'll rock the hell out of that ugly son of a bitch for $300. I'm just telling
the
you.
thing is, like you said it on the side, it looks just like a Xbox One,
That's true. That's true.
just white.
Like I said, I don't care. $300. I mean, damn the circle. I don't care for $300. But go continue on. I said I'm getting your opinion. It's just, to me, it's ugly. But you know, PlayStation better look like a big ass modem. But anyway,
We were talking to Snake and I were talking to an old boss of ours, and he said that this is just his prediction. I mean, I don't know what else he knows. Actually, you guys know him, Cole. Cole's been on here talking about Star Wars. He said that
We need to get him
he
back on here.
thinks, yeah, he said that he thinks that Sony is gonna do what 500, 499, something like that. I don't know if it's for like one's gonna be 499, the other one's gonna be 399. I have no idea, but that's something around those. Me personally, I'm with Hammer. I think that Sony should do the big console, should sell for $50 cheaper, and then maybe the digital one they can keep. You could probably maybe do three. Like it should be the 50s. They should do maybe they can sell it for 350. Everybody be like, oh, 350, that's too much. And it's like, not if the higher version is lower. Kind of that way, kind of keep it in the middle, and then it kind of seems different, and people are kind of like, and then maybe you might sell more of the bigger console, and maybe they might sell equally. I have no idea, but I don't know. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. I really am.
and they're in prime position. If Sony looks at it, if I'm working for Sony and I'm looking at that, I would go for the $50 undercut on the large console because it has the larger hard drive, and that would be my selling point. Like, yeah, the digital is a little bit more, but check it out. This one has the bigger hard drive, but it's $50 less than the Xbox with the same size hard drive. You get $50 less, bigger hard drive. The little Xbox doesn't have as much hard drive as this one has. Same mechanics, same functions, more hard drive, but $50 cheaper than the X. I can see that. I can get on board with that. But
Yeah.
they
Also,
don't
I
do
mean,
anything.
yeah. There's one other thing though. I'm wondering about Sony because we haven't really heard too much about, Xbox has been going on and on and on about the Game Pass, backwards compatible, and then Sony has said a little bit. So I'm wondering, maybe they don't have to change the prices if they just really just out the gate say, boom, everything's backwards compatible. We have our own Game Pass, which is better than Microsoft, this and this. Then maybe they don't have to do anything at all. But they would really have to put something out that's like, woo, because I mean, Xbox Game Pass is what makes everybody multiplayer.
Bro,
Those
like
guys, because
Game
they talk about
Pass.
me a lot, which
Game Pass is. I was skeptical a little bit whenever they talked about that, and I got the demo for it when it first came. When it was the first deal, they had a little like start join for $1, and you got $1 for like a month or two or whatever. And like I've kept it ever since. Like it.
I
Game
actually
Pass
just
is
upgraded to the newest one they got.
the ultimate Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, and you know what? That's
Which is
another
just
thing that they're doing.
$15 a month.
Yeah, you can pay the 15, but you get it works throughout the Xboxes and PC, and they're getting smart with it because now they're getting people that have their own like these game companies, EA for example, like with Star Wars and all that stuff, Battlefield. They have their EA Play or EA Access, whatever it is. I have that too, but I'm fixing to be able to get rid of that because if you get the Ultimate, it includes EA stuff.
Yep.
So like they're starting to get those companies to include their stuff into the Game Pass Ultimate.
What I liked about it whenever I did it, the reason I did it is because like I don't have to wait a whole year for the Xbox Game Pass. And not Game Pass, the free
Xbox Live.
Xbox Live.
Yeah.
Xbox Live is like, usually I pay like you can do every 3 months to every year, and it's like a certain amount.
Right.
I mean, and then so that's included. The Ultimate, everything, like the EA and all that, like everything's like boom, boom, boom. It's only, just $15 a month. Just like if you paid for ESO or DC Universe Online. So it's like, and DC Universe Online is something like $15 a month. That's a subscription. like just
Exactly.
for the game. Like this has everything for the Xbox. Like it's boom boom.
Right.
It's like why not?
It's they're getting really smart with the subscription. Like with Game Pass is beginning to be a revolutionary thing. Like they're really setting a bar with Game Pass. I know like PlayStation has what do they call it? PlayStation
Plus,
Plus. Yes. I know they have that, and I know they've made some improvements to it. Because I'm gonna tell you, my brother had PlayStation Plus when they first started. That shit sucked. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you it sucked. He hated it. He just didn't like it. It's gotten better. It has gotten better. Um, the thing with PlayStation, they have some games, man, that I wish were on Xbox. Like there's some games that they just have that I'm like, that's worth a PlayStation. That's worth getting a PlayStation. It's worth having one. Spider-Man being one. Shit. Shout out Sony for that. But there's gonna have to be something. They got to do something. They got to come with something pretty big when they
PlayStation.
decide to launch or release the price on these consoles. It's got to be big, or it better come. If it's gonna stay a larger price, it better come with a hell of a deal. It better be like PlayStation Plus included. It better be something because
you get 3 controllers and a TV. No, I'm playing.
like I don't even think a third controller. I don't even think you know what. And anymore, they come with one controller. I remember when consoles used to come with 2. Back like Super Nintendo, it came with 2. But I don't even know that another second controller could really help it. Like honestly, so everybody plays online. So I don't. That's a rough deal. I don't even think a second controller could help. I think they got to do something. Release a game with it automatically, like take it home, turn it on, download. Download the new Assassin's Creed like the moment you get it home. Okay, I can get on board with that. It's got to be big. But yeah, that was interesting this week that I saw when they released that price range. I was like, whoa, that's mega cheap. And I know Microsoft's got to be taking a hit. You got to be taking a hit, but they're banking on the games and the amount of subscriptions they'll get for Xbox Live Gold and or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. They'll make up all that money with that and games purchases. So it's kind of like put the console out there, take the hit, reap the benefits later.
Yeah,
makes total sense. Ubisoft also had an event. They talked about they're going to redo Prince Persia. I know we talked about it earlier today, and somebody was not today. We talked about it earlier Friday, and somebody was like a little bit upset. Not upset. He just
I'm not upset.
feels like they should do
wish
other things they could
I feel
do.
like there's other games that they could redo.
Yeah.
That's all.
He brought up Splinter Cell, which I agree with. We need another Splinter Cell, by the way.
Right now, Splinter Cell would be fucking amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the new technology.
Yeah, with the new technology and new consoles coming out next gen, Splinter Cell would be so dope. Like, I could spend hours and hours playing Splinter Cell. I mean, you played Splinter Cell before, and it was dope. Like, you imagine now, like, man.
I know, man.
It's not even gonna get into it. It would be fucking awesome. I still want another Perfect Dark too, and I keep saying that.
Oh yeah.
Nobody listens to me.
I'm just glad that it's just. I'm glad they're not. I know people like EA, but I'm just glad they're not EA, or better yet, Capcom, because like Capcom and EA, they got it bad because they do stuff like that. They will have people available. They will probably have. You could probably go on their website probably and see. Oh, we're getting ready to. We have on the listing that we can make or remake this game, and then they won't do it, and they'll remake every other game on the list. And you're like, bro, when I'm getting that game, when I'm getting it, so at least they're not that bad because we ain't seen some that's like really when you coming out with this game, come on, when we're coming out with this game, I want this game for both of them, and they just take forever. So I don't know. I would predict maybe a Splinter Cell in 2023, 2022, probably 2022, probably next year. They probably just
be secretly, they may be quietly working on it. Just ain't said nothing yet. That, and that'll be a nice little surprise. Why not? You got to think the year is almost over, so they're gonna have, I'm sure, another all digital E3 style event, or they'll be able to talk about games coming up, and maybe Splinter Cell will be snuck in there somewhere.
Maybe it'd be open world.
Ooh, that would be different. That would be very different. There's also new Division content, which I was excited about. I haven't dove really deep into it, but I know there's new Division content that they talked about, and I'm pretty sure me and Snake over there will burn some hours playing Division.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play it. It reminds me of Sword Art Online.
Yeah, it's 100 floors.
Every floor, it gets harder and harder.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And if you die, based off the trailer, if you die, they it pushes you down a level or something like that, or they push you back down maybe like 2 or 3 floors, then you gotta go back up. So based off the trailer, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna give more information, but it looks dope. So I'm wondering how it goes with the progression.
They squeezing every drop they can out of Division 2, and I'm okay with it.
Because they just finished the second. Remember, we just finished the last agent.
Correct.
The second agent, the big agent. So I was wondering what they're going to have next. And apparently that.
I mean, you can't. I mean, how many more agents are you going to add? I guess they could just keep adding agents. I mean, it gets repetitive-ish, but
I'm just wondering how this 100 floors are going to work.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I love Division 2, but it's gonna be buggy as shit at first.
Broken time.
90% of the time it is. As soon as it comes out, it's buggy as shit.
Can you imagine getting up to 100, like 99 or 100, and like everybody's like a tank?
That's probably pretty much what's gonna happen.
Juggernaut.
Everybody will be a juggernaut. Like they'll probably come up with a new color. It won't be gold. It'll be fucking topaz or some stupid shit. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, yeah, that's what happens when you get to like level 90, bruh.
Like that. By the time we get up to the level 80s or whatever, I better be able to equip every exotic I have.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that. I'm about to say I hope they do that with the as far as your progression, as far as with the gear and everything else. I remember hearing you guys talk about how there was like you fought some of the bosses, and it was like some of the gear or some of the like the rolly bombs and other things, they were able to do more things with those that y'all weren't able to do. And y'all were like, why can't I do that? Or why can't I do that? Or why can't I do that? So I wish they
something that they said that they did, and I haven't noticed it, and maybe it's just me. I don't know, Snake. I mean, I guess I can ask you. In one of the patches for, I think it was supposed to be the patch in between the ages we beat now and one before. There was a patch they put out that was supposed to stop, like when you get to a certain level, stop dropping purples. And I still see purples.
Yeah. It was supposed to fix the like you're supposed to be able to get, like whenever you loot or whenever you kill a boss, like the RNG was supposed to be, it was supposed to be to where you get like your level equipment.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting stuff.
I still get purple shit. Yes.
So it's
all the damn time. I'm like, why do I need this? It's trash. I don't need a purple. I can't even use it in my library.
Unless it's fixed just for the like heroic and legendary.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I misread it. I don't know. I would like. Are they gonna level cap, like a level cap increase on this one? I didn't get to read that.
I don't know.
I didn't get to read that on the content. That would be nice, a level cap increase. I feel like there needs to be one. I think it's about time. Because I think everybody's been kind of capped for a minute.
Oh, and there was one more thing on it. Look at me. I'm learning stuff about games that I don't play. It's shut it. There was at the very, very, very end of the trailer, and it says something about nightmare something. So I think they're having a Halloween event or something. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means werewolves, zombies, witches, but I don't even know what that means for the division. It's already like pandemic wise. I have no idea.
I hope it's just an event. It better not be a new level, like a new mode.
It's kind of weird though.
Fuck that, man, because you don't need anything outside of heroic. Heroic is bullshit. Let me say that right now. We've done that.
The whole Halloween thing, like it wouldn't fit for division. I don't feel because
I don't think I'd like it, but I hope that's what it is.
well,
I
the thing
hope
is
it's
like
not a
it's
dude.
crazy because you know, like the timeline or whatever of this, like it's nowhere near. It's like you can see like Christmas shit everywhere.
I know.
And it's snowing and all this other stuff. Like, and it hadn't been a year yet since the thing happened. So this actually has a timeline.
Right.
Like other games, like you can do that with, like Destiny. You can do those events like that. But I don't think you can do Destiny like that.
I hope it's an event
Division.
I hope it's an event and it won't be that successful, and I won't like it either. I think you have a point, but we don't need anything more challenging than fucking heroic again. We have done that. That is bullshit as it is. You imagine a nightmare mode? Get the fuck out of my. I'll uninstall the game. I'll uninstall the game. Fuck that.
One shot kills. Everybody got red eyes, and they
there's
super
no
fat.
way to play a nightmare mode on Division.
What if they made what if their nightmare mode was the Dark Zone full map?
Ooh.
That'd be interesting, but
it would be.
I could only play it for a while and then I'd turn it off.
That would be crazy because, like, if you had, like, if they're nightmare mode, like, if you played nightmare, the entire map would be PvP. PvP/PvP. Like, you can do all the missions and stuff, but you have that chance that there's a PvP.
I'd play it, but then I'm telling you, I'd end up turning it off. What happened the last time we went to the Dark Zone? What happened last time we went to the Dark Zone? Complete bullshit.
I hate going to the Dark Zone. I don't go to the Dark Zone.
We were doing good.
I'm just saying.
We rolling around, me, Kaza, and Snake, rolling around, doing the things, and then here comes this motherfucker. He helps us complete a whole mission. The whole time, Kaza's like, man, make sure you watch this fool. I'm like, yep, I see him. He ain't doing shit yet. I ain't gonna fuck with him because I don't want no shit. And then later on, he and his little buddies catch me in a fucking alley because these two hadn't made it quite yet. I'm running around trying to find out what the fuck is going on, and I get ambushed in the fucking alley. It wasn't very long before they got ambushed in that same fucking alley. The same dude.
Technically, I was the one that got attacked first there because he was right behind me whenever that happened, and he started shooting me before. He might have killed you first.
He killed me first.
But he attacked me first.
like we're just rolling along and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm getting shot and dead. I'm like, and then I see the motherfucker and I'm like, that's the dude that was just in there and he brought his little friends and they took all that shit.
Think about it though. Like, if they made the dark, like that was the entire map.
I'd play it, but
that would be crazy. Like, he made it to where, like, it's still even though it's a entire map, it's still like its own lobby. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have like thousands of freaking players everywhere. You know, like you still have a certain amount of players in that lobby with you.
But it's Dark Zone. You could kill other players.
Just like the Dark Zones. Like, that would be nuts.
It would make it challenging. You have to watch your back everywhere you go. It would be different. Like I said, I'd get a little bit of it, but then it's like, okay.
I gotta tell Kazu that in a minute.
I definitely would only play it if we're all playing. I'm not going by myself. Just too frustrating.
He's on the headset right now. I should talk to him.
You should talk to him.
I should tell him that.
You should tell him, and he'll be like, "Fuck that!" I could already hear him.
Hey, let me know. Can y'all hear this?
Yes. Yep, that's Kaiser. That's the one who rants about games being broken. Everyone, I think y'all heard him on one time.
I think I'm gonna tell him, and I'm gonna hold it up to the mic the way he could see what he said. Hold on.
This is fantastic.
Hello.
This is a getting ready first.
Carlson.
Very first.
I had a question. I need to. So, in Division, what if they added a nightmare mode, right? And what if their nightmare mode was if they made PvP the entire map? You know what I'm saying? Like, for their nightmare, like their nightmare mode. What if their nightmare mode was the entire map?
DC Dark Zone.
Yeah, like a full DC, like the entire map, but as PvP.
Like they do in DC Universe.
Yeah,
I
kind
don't
of
think
like
I'd be
DC
okay with
Universe.
that. There's way too much broken shit in that, broken guns in that game. Oh God, why? Why? Man, I'm stunned. I'm dead. This is it. We going home now. Okay, bye.
Oh shit. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm stunned. I'm stunned. We're going home now. Okay, bye.
I'll be right back.
Oh,
That's so
ladies
funny.
and gentlemen, that is Kazu. Fantastic.
Oh, he's gonna kill me for that.
That's funny. That is
Yeah,
funny.
I mean, he won't know about it, so
Be all
I
right.
will tell him once I get out of here and I get back on the game. He's playing Monster Hunter, by the way, and then that's
It's a good
how that
game.
works.
Good game.
Anyway,
Anyway, that's all I had, man. Just a little, I had to talk about the Xbox mic drop, like Obama style, like he's out, mic drop. And Ubisoft's little show. They always have a good show, so I wanted to talk about that. But keep you posted. Hopefully, Sony comes out with a price soon. I would think they need to. We're we're getting close to mid-September. I mean, shit. They already put a release date on the Xbox, which is November 10th, right? Yeah, November 10th.
10th or 12th or something like that.
Yeah, so I mean, Sony's got to come with something. I mean, I need a dollar amount. I need to know what are we doing. So yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna shift it on over to this guy who's still talking to people on the headset on the game.
I'm trying to make sure it's muted.
So you done started some shit. He gonna get you.
Kazu.
He gonna get you. Anyway, I'm gonna shift it on over to Snake. Let him talk about some good anime news. I know he's got some little bit of Dragon Ball information. I know he kind of mentioned a little bit.
Everything I want to talk about today is Dragon Ball. So
yeah,
It is Dragon Ball.
Just saying, I like it.
You know what?
Get that? That's dope. Where'd you get that?
That is dope, but that's also another joke. I don't like him.
It is.
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Dragon Ball.
Tell me after the show where you got that shirt. That's dope.
Oh, you haven't seen this shirt, bro?
Nope, I hadn't seen that one.
Me neither.
I would totally wear that shirt.
I thought you'd seen this before.
No.
Oh, well, sucks to be you.
Shut up.
So, all right. So, all I want to talk about is Dragon Ball because I still haven't got the full next manga yet. We got some screenshots of before the whole it's like rough draft drawings pretty much of the next before they actually add more color and detail and like before they decode it and everything. And so after after Maris sacrificed himself, Goku he got pissed. That last scene, like he was just looking down, like and kind of like giving off like the Frieza turning Super Saiyan vibe.
Very classic.
He doesn't do that. He starts like he gives like a deep breath, like he like you see the veins popping out and everything, and then all of a sudden he just calms down, and he just kind of remembers Maris and like what he trained him and stuff like that, and it's like he gets calm, and Jocko's over here just freaking out, and he just tells Jocko, like, and Jocko's yelling at Goku, and he just tells Jocko just everything will be fine. And then by that time, Moru like actually gets up from wherever when Maris like knocked him far away. He finally gets up and he's like holding his head like where the jewel they got destroyed, and he's basically threatening that he's gonna kill Maris and all this stuff. And then Maris is gone. Like he didn't know that he disappeared. So then it's just Goku there, and all of a sudden, like the last panel that they've shown on the thing, like, and I don't know if that's going to be the last panel for this next episode, but because they kind of give it in pieces. So, but the last panel that they've got so far is Goku and like just erupting, like, and it's kind of hard to tell from the manga, like the drawing, like in coloring, if what kind of power up that was, like if it was just Super Saiyan or if it was something more. So we'll have to see exactly what that is once I get more details. But that's getting dope. So like just seeing the panel, that's fucking dope. Like he had so much aura coming off of him. Like when Moro came back, like he just like just erupted. Like there's a big ass circle around him.
You know, calm Goku could be like really scary.
Huh?
Kind of gives me calm Goku could be like really scary. It kind of gives me like a Super Saiyan 4 vibe. We talked about that.
I was just gonna say that.
How serious that Goku was. Like how all the other ones he sounds goofy, but like when he goes Super Saiyan 4, it's like real deep voice, like completely serious, straight to the point, no bullshit. Like calm Goku is like
that would actually be dope if they made that the Super Saiyan 4 canon. Like how the transition, like to go to the Ultra Instinct, the mastered Ultra Instinct for Saiyans, like is that transformation with I don't know. I know they're not gonna do it, but that would be dope to see.
It would be dope.
But so other than that, there is a new canon that has just came out. Guess who it is? Guess who they made canon for the new Dragon Ball Super?
You guys guess.
It wasn't who I said. It wasn't what I thought it was.
Oh wait, we're not
Hey,
lying.
y'all are messing this up. Y'all were supposed to act like y'all didn't know.
I'm just saying it wasn't what I said.
I was telling them to guess, but we're not live, so I'm my bad.
Anyway, so Cell Jr. is back. And it's canon. It's like basically it came out in it's a Dragon Ball manga. It's a Dragon Ball Super manga. It's like an extra chapter, but it's basically showing what happened on the island that I was about to say Super 17 that 17 protects with all the animals and stuff. So when it's like a flashback, kind of showing what Goten and Trunks did on the island. They had a part where they actually showed like a scene where they fought some poachers off, but this is like before that. So this is like happened. It shows a flashback basically showing that when 17, 18, and Krillin were going off to meet Goku and them to go to the Tournament of Power, they left Goten and Trunks with Krillin's daughter there on the island to protect the island. Well, as they were leaving, 17 mentions that, hey, I forgot to tell you that those fake cells are living on the island. I'm like, and Krillin just like, what are you talking about? So how they wrote it into the story is that basically the Cell Juniors survived. The original 7 survived when Gohan like destroyed them. They puffed, like just blew up. He didn't kill them like he killed Cell. he killed Cell with a blast. Like, and that's the only way he had to kill him, because he had to get him down to the nucleus. And that's what they're saying with the Cell Juniors, that, as long as the nucleus survives, they can regenerate. Because they're part of Cell. They have all Cell's powers, his regeneration. It's supposed to be at the same power level as Cell, but it kind of seemed like it was a little stretch, since Gohan was just like, just popping them left and right. But that's how they're supposed to have regenerated, and that's how they survived. So they've been living on this island, and 17 apparently trained them to never disobey a ranger. So you had that little ranger armband that they have. So while Goten and Trunks, while they were running around on the island, they actually got into an encounter with these Cell Juniors, and the Cell Juniors, they were fighting them. They were Super Saiyan and everything, and they were having trouble with them. But then the Cell Juniors saw the Ranger armband, and they stopped right in their tracks fighting them. They started laughing, and then they just bowed. They bowed to them. That's and awesome. Basically saying, "We're sorry," and then they jumped out. They disappeared. So, and that's what they were talking about on the ship. Krillin was concerned for the boys and his daughter, but 17 told him that he trained them to never disobey a ranger. So once they saw that ranger band, that's why they stopped. They were that scared. So I don't know what 17 did to them to make them like just they're like, oh, my bad. So
what if like Super 17 was I'm talking about canon. This is another speculation. What if it was and he used that to scare them, and they're like,
that won't happen, because if you've ever seen what how Super 17 has to become Super 17, you would know that he couldn't just turn that on like that, sir.
But we don't know. This is Toriyama. He changes everything. He changed Broly. He can do whatever he wants.
That's true.
He just changes stuff.
At the same time, it haven't happened yet. So, but I'm curious. I'm just trying to figure out like where they're gonna go with this, because since this is they showed this in the manga, this is a thing. Cell Juniors are back in Super Saiyan in Super. So how are they gonna what if all 7 fuse together and make like another cell, like a blue cell? What are they planning on? What are they gonna? That's what I'm confused about. Like how this is gonna transpire, and it's a little confusing because of how it worked. Like it's like Gohan just obliterated them. So I mean, I guess you can make the distinction between like him blasting Cell away and them just puffing in the smoke. So I don't know, but that's how they're reading in this end, is that the nucleus survived, and that's how they survived. So I don't know if this is just another one of those classic Dragon Ball moments where the evil becomes the good guy. So like maybe the Cell Juniors, like fused together and turn out to be a good Cell, like Boo and Maju and stuff like that. We don't know. I mean, even Frieza's having like he's not as evil as he was. He's still a bad guy. But
I told you, he done had the evil beat the hell out of him twice.
Yeah, so, but I mean, Dragon Ball is like that though. Like every single villain in Goku has ever fought has become good.
Think about it. Get your ass kicked too many times. Like, all right, bro, that's enough. Fuck all that.
But yeah, like I mean, that's an interesting thing though. Like that opens up some doors for Cell to come back. So like like a lot of people are talking about like what if he comes back and he ends up getting like Frieza's gold form and being able to absorb the godly key, like the blue. So and then a combination of that, like I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of that opens up some doors for him to come back,
I
but
didn't even think
I
about
don't
him
know what they're
absorbing
planning
Frieza.
on that.
I did not think about him absorbing Frieza. That would be interesting.
And see, the Golden Frieza thing, I mean, that was just a natural thing that could always happen. He just never he never trained to get to that. Like he never had to push himself. The next update, next movie, I really, really feel strongly that it's going to have Cooler. I don't know why. It just makes sense. It makes sense that they would bring Cooler back into the light, because the last episode, or last movie, Frieza went back off. After the Tournament of Power and everything, he went back off into the to reclaim his empire. And it only makes sense that once he goes back out there, he runs into his brother that's been running it for all this time. And then, like, in true Frieza fashion, he thinks he has it up, one up on his brother, turns gold. And I just think it would be freaking awesome if Cooler just looks at him like that's cute and just turns into his, transforms into his, like, one step above Frieza, and make it like a platinum. So it's like it's a nod at the Metal Cooler.
Meta Cooler, yeah.
It's a nod. It's like a hint at Meta Cooler, but in Cooler's ultimate form, that's above Frieza's gold form. That would be awesome, man. Like I was like, oh my god, that would be dope. Like maybe he says like, yeah, he had a run in with the Big Getty Star and he absorbed the Big Getty Star power instead of the Big Getty Star, like make it a reverse. I don't know. They're like,
that would be interesting.
that would be dope. Like he's like, that's cute. That would be awesome. Like he's just like ha, that's funny. And he's just, and then
I hope they get whoever they had before the voice Cooler to do it.
Yeah.
The voice of Cooler was pretty dope. I like that voice, so it needs to be that one.
And then Frieza, like once he knows that somebody's stronger than him, he's gonna do that whole cowering thing. Oh I'm sorry, brother. Like this and that. It's because of the Saiyans, and he's gonna try to get him to like go and like put him just like he did with Broly, put him up against the Saiyans to fight it out.
Yep. Ooh, that would set up a battle right there. Can you imagine like that Cooler versus Broly, Goku, and Vegeta? Holy shit.
It'd still be dope if they did like a tri-fusion.
Is that even a thing?
I don't know, bro.
There's not a canon one, but it would be dope if they like had
you have Vegeta and Goku use the Potara earrings and then fuse with Broly. Vegito and Broly fuse.
Yeah, Vegito. They do the fusion with Vegito, and then like Broly and Vegito do the fusion.
That'd be dope.
I mean, they have like 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, if you think about it, like you have the fusion, which like is what was it again? The earrings are 30 minutes.
The Potara earrings are 30 minutes.
30 minutes. The fusion dance is 30 minutes. The Potara earrings are an hour.
That's right.
That's what it is.
Bruh.
So, what happens when you mix it?
I don't know. But check this. What if you
30?
be a single person? Check this out. What if you had like Potara earrings on Goku and Vegeta, so you get Vegito, because I know people kind of prefer Vegito to Gogeta. What if Broly fuses, because we've talked about this. We've talked about this character not getting the shine he should get, giving him a
called
push.
Broku.
What if he fuses with Gohan? And you
Yeah.
get two fused Saiyans versus
Gohan.
Cooler versus like an ultimate Cooler. So you'd
I
have,
think that's putting Cooler way too high on the power scale.
I don't know, bro. Like we don't know if he. I mean, we don't know how they're gonna write him in. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
But I got one
You
better
have
for you though.
Broly and Gohan.
Where does that leave German?
I got one better for you though.
It does leave Jiren somewhere.
That like with the whole fusion thing. Like, what if? Because like right now, like everybody's talking about Boo. What if Boo absorbs everyone?
Jesus.
And it's like a willing absorption, and it's just like a fusion. Like,
Bruh. At that point, the show, it wouldn't even be fair. He just walk up and like flick him in the forehead, like straight up.
bro, you wouldn't even have to. You just look.
Like straight up Beerus style, just fight
You
over.
wouldn't even need that, bro. Like, you just look like, like with just glances, just.
Yeah, it was like you are shit. You just exploding from the inside.
But
Fight over.
anyway, that's all I really had though. Like, I know we kind of went off on, and we do need to end this. But anyway, yeah, that's all.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
But yeah, that's gonna end it for the episode 26. Remember to go to YouTube, like, subscribe,
Yep.
and comment. Please comment so we can talk about this stuff. We need some people. Go comment.
October's coming, people. Please comment.
Yeah.
I want to do something scary.
Thank y'all for joining us again, and catch us next Saturday, and we'll bring you some more nerdy news.
Yeah.
All right.
Giggity.
Later.